You know what we do here is ask the important questions. Phil says don't turn your volume up because this is going to be mixed a little lower than the actual. But anyway, yeah, roll it.
Say my name.
Jam, but you just become best friends. Yep.
I love the poorly educated.
Got him, Phil. Welcome. It is, well, you plus Jim plus Phil. Shall we commence? Do I gotta? I think it's contractually obligated. You're right-handed, aren't you? Hi diddly hey, neighborino. We're gonna start this one out with a land acknowledgement. Today's video was recorded on land seized from some dumb fools who didn't have the capacity to defend it properly. And today's video also commemorates, in the spirit of just discussing other metal YouTuber sorts, thralls of metal. Because I flipped through a YouTube feed just today and I saw a Thralls of Metal thumbnail and I was like, did the one dude shave his beard? Because he looks like 1,000 years old for it. So I clicked on it to confirm, and no, it was the young kid. And I mean, they're all the same age, right? But the one that looks like a little kid, he doesn't look like a little kid anymore. And I'd be like, you know the hell of being one of those guys that literally just doesn't grow facial hair? Is you go from looking like a little boy to looking like this. Like that. So, just throwing it out there. I feel you, John, and I wish I had some tips for you. But what's skincare is for girls and Mick Jagger. So yeah, there we go. Rumor has it Liam Neeson is really good with skincare, and I could believe that because handsome dude, right? Now, the source of that rumor is Liam Neeson, so he does have a certain set of skills, not gonna lie. Today's video is just something that occurred to me, and I'd be like, I feel like this is the kind of question that is not asked enough in the metal YouTube sphere, right? Now, what is more metal? Cats or dogs? Now, in terms of your house pet, I feel like the answer is super obvious. And it's so obvious, I'm not even going to say what my own opinion is till further anon, because I feel like you should already know, right? Like, you should know exactly what I'm going to say. But, that said, I kind of want to spend a minute on a tangent here. Because here's something I've noticed about the culture in general. What's up with the fucking vampires? You see that Twilight thing? I mean, I have not seen it, right? But culture, you know, is, what is that word that I'm looking for, Phil? Osmotic? Effluviant? Right? Like, you absorb things, right? I can actually, in 2026, to my great astonishment, I, Jim Dempsey, am able to name 2 teams from the what is that thing called? The women's NWBA. That's weird to me. Maybe like to anyone else they'd be like, yeah, well that's not. But you know, these things are contextual, right? I didn't follow basketball, and basketball is the sport that I like. So yeah, I'd be like, women play basketball, huh? Huh. And then we jump ahead just a couple of years, and I'd be like, the world's a crazy place, isn't it? Now, with all that said, what is up with the fucking vamp? It's just like, so yeah, I happen to know enough about the Twilight thing to know that the vampire was handsome, and the werewolf was a fucking dumb jock. And I'd be like, I'm not fucking done with that dude. each one is equally like rather arbitrary in it. You get bit by a vampire, you get bit by a particular wolf, right? Like, it doesn't take a certain set of skills. So why vampires get all the good press? He got the girl, did he? Like, I assume he got the girl, because she'd be a fool to go with the jock. Like, that's I'm sorry, Taylor Swift, but I don't know what the fuck you were thinking. You must have really wanted that baby. All I'm saying, I don't follow football, so I just had to rely on my own intuition as someone who has, for reasons, a really well-developed intuition about these things. Travis Kelce goes up in the steam room. Alright, that's his name, right? What's his brother's name? Probably do it together. And all I'm going to say is, that's kind of gross, bro. But yeah. Taylor Swift and the football guy, Travis, that now is that joke that Kevin Bacon told in that one movie where, like, Superman wants to on Wonder Woman, so he, like, decides with his super speed that he could, because she's sunbathing on the roof, she's never gonna, right? And he's, like, infinitely fast. But then, when he's done, he's flying away, and Wonder Woman was like, what was that? And the Invisible Man says, I don't know, but my ass is killing me, right? That's Taylor Swift's husband. And I'm sorry, Taylor, but it is a thing, I think, with middle-aged white women. Because women actually can go without sex. That's why, they go to nunneries. But you don't need to be a nun to, like, not have sex for years and years on end. And trust me, I happen to know that she actually is working all those hours. It's crazy. My wife, I mean. I'm just saying. Was that TMI, Phil? What's more metal, though? Cats or dogs? Because that's what we're getting at here. Enough about whatever movie I didn't see or the football game. Let's talk about this. Werewolves beat the fuck out of vampires. That's all I'm saying. I feel like that's one of those obvious things. If you're like, vampires are cooler than werewolves, so, well, everyone's allowed to be wrong about shit, right? Like, but this is one of those science things, dude. Like, it's not even really technically science, because you ask literally 100% of scientists, and they're going to be like, oh yeah, we all do studies on that. Like, that's one of the first things they teach you in science school. It's like, werewolves kick the shit out of vampires every fucking time. Except in Twilight. You know why? Because a woman wrote it. You listen to women, except when she tells you she's working all those hours. She's probably having sex with Travis Kelce and his brother and 3 other men in the steam room. I didn't even realize my wife was a man, but you know what? These things, they can take you by surprise, right? Phil, should I be alarmed that my wife is anally, on Taylor Swift's husband? These things, the internet distorts things. That's all I can say, alright? Like, everything's weird on the internet. But back to the topic at hand. So, werewolves are fucking wolves, right? Like, this is easy. Vampires are fruity goth things, right? Like, so, sorry to Big Willie, because I do love mutilation, but if it was werewolves of black, white trash blood, that'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? It might even be cooler. Although also a lot of kids would probably be like, that's probably some NS shit. And you'd be like, yes, it is. Go away now. Leave us alone. Leave us in peace. And then, when it's just the 10 of us, we can all have a quorum. A Jewish religious ceremony. So, that's what happens at NS concerts. You didn't realize that. Because you're one of those people that's like, I don't traffic with that. So, when you go to an actual NSBM concert, what happens is, like, there's these, like, 5 guys on stage with, like, jail pin poke tattoos of, like, swastikas and shit. And then there's, like, 3 guys in the audience. And then there's, like, the bartender, right? And they're all looking around and they're all like, fuck. That's 9, bro. We need 1 more. Then this guy's walking down the street, and someone pops open the fire door, and they're like, hey, hey, Mazel Tov? And the other one looks over, and he's like, then they go in, and they do Kadosh. Yeah, that's exactly what happens at NS concerts. I'm just saying. Anyway, so we've established that vampires are kind of fey and twee, and as someone who is both fey and twee and fucking metal, allow me to say, nah, werewolves is where it's at. Vampire, it's overrated. Me, I'm an attorney. Take it from me, alright? Like, sucking people's blood and their life energy out of them. It's a job, dude. Turning into a wolf and running around at night and savaging people, that's where you're separating business from pleasure. I'm just throwing it out there. Anyway, what did I... Oh, because we were talking about cats and dogs. Yeah. So, here's the deal. Cats are fucking brutal-ass animals. They're just kind of the villains of the animal kingdom when you get right down to it. Like, a cat just bats around a rodent for fun. And you really don't see that display of cruelty on the part of any other animal that we, except chimpanzees. And actually kind of uniquely among the ape kingdom. Although orangutans are rapey. But, yeah, like, prolonged cruelty to the extent of a cat for mere sport. Because I've seen cat, like, they don't even kill the thing. They just, like, bat it to paralyze, and they're like, hey, squirrel. Right? Like, so, again, did I say, there's no fucking contest, right? Like, what's a dog do? A dog's all like, hey, you're home, I'm happy to see you. That's like some punk rock shit. They're all about, like, let's build community, let's be together, we're a thing, we're a unit. And a cat's just like, fuck you. Ooh, kill, smash. And then you're like, that was a very expensive upholstering job, but whatever. Right? Like, cats give no shits whatsoever. Cats are way more fucking metal than dogs. And it was so obvious that, like, we didn't even really need to make the video. But here's the thing, it's just... Are the Thralls a metal guy giving you this kind of content? They are not. And so, good on them for doing whatever they're doing, but, yeah. Someone had to say it, and, I'm Jim Dempsey, and I just said it, and, yeah. We're done here. All right. Until next time. God willing, there will be a next time. And, yeah. Thank you, Phil, for your amazing production work. Thank you for knowing exactly what I was going to say. I mean, wasn't it the most obvious thing? We all knew. But, yeah. Dempsey Dips.